Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to quickly jump in and tell you what we're going to be doing today. I'm super excited as we're heading to the studio to shoot some e-commerce today. I don't usually shoot e-commerce, but I'm working with Hilo, the label, which is a brand I've worked with for pretty much ever, and she's got a really great tight collection. So we're only going to be shooting a few items, and we're kind of making it hopefully a little bit more high-end, looking a little bit more editorial than standard e-commerce. So I thought I would take you guys along with me and show you how I set up for something like this. And also because what I'm planning on doing there today is just a really good, simple, straightforward, probably 1 and 2 light setup. So if you're new to studio photography, hopefully this is going to be super helpful for you. I'll put up a little diagram so that you can see afterwards of how and where the lights are, and you'll obviously see all my settings. I'll share some of the final shots too. Melbourne Studios as well, I just want to give it a quick shout out because it's run by a good friend of mine, Lucas Dawson, another great photographer. Thank you, Lucas, for letting us shoot there. We're super appreciative. But yeah, let's go and I will see you there. Okay, yeah, tell me where there's better lighting. All right, so I'm going to take you guys through a very simple lighting setup that we are doing today for Hilo label, which is like, we should definitely check out. They're beautiful, beautiful leather pieces. So today we're shooting a little bit e-com for them. And if you want to have a look over here, this is kind of the setup that we've decided to settle on here. Something quite clean, but sort of still a little bit moody, nothing too kind of crisp and white. Something that's going to show off the clothes really nicely, so that when people are shopping online they can see the clothes and get a really good look at the product if they want to zoom in, so there's enough light for that sort of thing, but then also not too much that it looks kind of too stark and I guess clinical. This is basically a 2 light setup, so it's pretty easy. It's a really simple lighting setup, so if you're kind of new to the studio or you're looking at kind of experimenting with lighting, this is a really good, simple, easy way to shoot a model with pretty clean light. And thankfully we're shooting e-commerce today, so that's just what our brief calls for. Okay, so here's our setup. Pan around here, you can see we've got the large Profoto Softbox, and that's in the 4x6 size. And that'll be hitting our model on a 45-degree angle, a little bit lower than usual to create a nice soft light. Here is our white cyc, and then to light that, just around the corner here we've got our second light. This is our other D2, and I've got this set to 3.8, and that's going to be lighting our background. Bare bulb. Now we've got our flag here, we've got a black flag bring in a little bit of shadow to the side of her face, so we're not kind of too white and bright. As I said, I want to avoid anything too clinical, and too much white on white will just bounce light. So as you can see here laid out in the diagram, we've got our key light on the left 45-degree angle to our model, and one other light lighting our background. 2 reflector boards, very simple. super simple one light setup. So we had the two flags or two reflector boards, and then I had my light coming through there just so we'd get a nice kind of shard of light coming through onto the model here. I also had another board here just to bounce a bit of that light back into her face. So here is another look from the other angle of that lighting setup. So as you can see, our light pretty much crept through the little gap there. We didn't fully block the light, no shapers, just a bare bulb straight onto our chair where our model was. But very simple one light setup. Model today was a beautiful girl. Her name was Gopika. Check her out. Her Instagram will be up here. She was so good. She moved. Like, a really, really important thing with models is that they move well, because your shots are literally as good as your model will allow them to be, and she was amazing.